Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. I'm Madison, and today I think it is time to finally pot up these imports. I have been putting this off, I'm not gonna lie. I got these about a week ago now, I think exactly a week ago now, maybe even a day extra. And they have been sitting in water this whole time, honestly, because I am too scared to pot them up. So today is finally the day. We are gonna pot up my Ecuagenera. We're gonna pot up my Ecuagenera imports from Ecuador, this beautiful Philodendron Gloriosum, which has still been doing really, really well. This leaf has slowly but surely been kind of dying off here, but that was to be expected. It honestly still looks way better than I thought it was going to. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased. We're gonna put him in some soil. This one does have the weaker roots of the two, but it's doing okay. It's not, I don't see any, oh, well, it looks like I do see where some roots are going to be forming here. So that is promising. Nothing else has died off. Like I pulled off the worst looking roots. It does look like this caterpillar is trying to open up a little bit, so I'm not exactly sure what is going on with that. Hopefully this doesn't just die off, but we will see. So we're going to pot him up, and then we are also going to pot up this beautiful Anthurium Forgetii, which again has been doing pretty darn well. I'm a little bit worried, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little worried about the newest leaf that it has right here. It just, the coloring looks a little bit odd to me. Now, I've also never had this plant before, so I could totally just be being paranoid about it, but yeah, the color looks a little bit off to me. So hopefully it makes it, hopefully it doesn't just die back, but if it does, that's all right. We've got plenty of roots, we've got plenty of chunk to work with as well, so if it did totally die back, which would be kind of sad, very sad, but if it were to totally die off, we've got plenty of stuff to work with. Let's just get right to it. Oh, let me show you these roots real quick. Yeah, these ones looked beautiful, and they still do. They are gorgeous, gorgeous roots. And the chunk looks beautiful as well. I'm not seeing like any rotting or anything like that. Oh, there's one little bit of rotted root actually. But yeah, other than that, everything looks really, really great. So I'm hoping that this will pot up well. I was trying to do some research on how exactly to pot up the Anthurium. I'm a little bit less worried about potting up. Do I need to let you out? Hold on, let me let out my dog. What was I saying? Okay, but yeah, I'm a little less worried about potting up the philodendron than I am the anthurium, just because I'm a little bit more familiar with philodendron as a whole than I am with anthurium. So what I was hearing from a few different people was to try and do a mainly peat moss mixture with some orchid bark and maybe some perlite. So that's what I'm going to try to do. So I've got, I already had peat moss because, well, I didn't want this. I wanted the long fiber sphagnum, and this is what my boyfriend came back with because he didn't know the difference, which is absolutely fine. So I will still get use out of this, which is good because I had opened it before I realized. So I obviously can't take it back now. So I'm going to use that. I've got this beautiful orchid bark. This is my favorite stuff. I've only purchased this one other time, and I will forever purchase this orchid bark now unless I find something that's even better. But it's got these like nice chunks of bark here, and then the chunks of perlite are huge. Hopefully you can see. Let me put that in there. Can you see that chunk of perlite in there? Like, that's a big chunk. You know what I mean? Usually the perlite pieces are really, really tiny. So I am just gonna dump this in my bucket down here. So you're not gonna be able to see, so I apologize. But I literally just dumped out that whole bag. Whew. I should be wearing a mask doing this, but here we are. I'm gonna dump some peat moss in here. And I'm gonna dump just some more regular perlite as well. Oh. Didn't even need scissors. Hello. And I'm going to try to kind of hold my face away while I dump this in there because it's really dusty. Okay. I'm just going to mix it up. Again, I'm going to try to not put my face deep down in there while I mix it because it's just so dusty. Well, let's just do it. I've got this pot here. This is just an old Alocasia Hilo Beauty pot. I don't think I want to use that pot. I don't trust it. Will this fit in here? I think it will. I think I'm just going to pot this in this pot here. It's a little bit tight, but I think it will be okay. I think that's how I'm going to do this here. I think that'll be nice. So this is just a brand new pot, whereas that other pot was not. Oh, I knocked off a root. How did I do that? Yep, that's what we're going to do. We're going to pot it like that. I think that'll be good. Okay, so I'm just going to scoop some of our soil mixture that we just made in the bottom. Not too much though. And then set that in there. We need to dump out a little bit more. Okay, so like so, and then I'm going to take my, what is this called? Why can I not think of the word? My boyfriend is sanding in the garage. Hopefully you can't hear him. I doubt it with my microphone that you'll be able to hear him, but if you do hear some weird sounds, there's woodworking happening. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of tap this in there. I don't want to, like, you know, be too aggressive. I don't want to hurt any of the roots in there. So I am just going to give it some light tapping. I want it to stay kind of aerated in there. You know, I don't want it to be too snug. I don't want to suffocate the roots. Okay. I'm going to pour a little bit of water in here. Hopefully so I don't shock the roots too much, going from being in water for the past like week into a mixture. And I have been checking this plant obviously like multiple times a day, looking for any sort of pests or anything like that. I haven't seen a single thing since I imported this plant, so I'm still so pleased with my order. I'm definitely going to be ordering from Ecuagenera again. Probably not for a little bit because, you know, I'm not made of money here and I'm, you know, not working actively right now. So hopefully I will be back to work soon. But yeah, I'm not like actively working right now, so I'm not making my full-time salary. Um, so yeah, long story short, I can't just be buying plants all willy-nilly. So yeah, I'm just gonna be soaking these ones in that I have here for a while. Ooh, this one doesn't look so good down here. Well, okay. All right, I'm gonna pot this in the same size pot that I did this one. Hopefully that is okay. That's just what I'm working with right now, and I stole these from my boyfriend anyway, so thank you. But yeah, let's just do the thing. I'm gonna go ahead and scoop just like I did before. I'm using the same mixture for both of them. I don't see why it should be an issue. At least I don't see it being an issue. Now these guys are crawler plants, so I'm gonna try to plant it so that the like end part here, the end of the chunk is in the corner over here. That way, as it grows, hopefully it will creep along kind of diagonal across the pot. That's what I'm hoping for. I guess I should put it this way so that it's facing over here. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna pot it. The new growth point is facing out this way, so I'm going to have it faced or situated in the opposite direction here. That way it can have as much growth time in this pot as possible. And again, I'm going to grab my little, this thing. What are you called? A little baby shovel? Ugh, I know what it's called, but it's just not in there right now. Not in my brain right now. I want to be careful to not be too aggressive on the roots or anything. Ah! Getting soil everywhere. Okay. There we go. I just had it potted a little bit too high up in the pot before and it was going to topple over. So now it is set a little bit in there. I'm just barely covering that top of the node down here with soil. So hopefully that's all right. Let's put a little bit of water in here. It looks like it has just a teeny tiny bit of leftover nutrients in it as well. So Hopefully that's okay. Okay. We're leaking a little bit. God, this is so beautiful. While we're leaking on the table, let's just look at that. Look at that beautiful leaf. Oh my gosh. So gorgeous. And look at that big old pink caterpillar here. So pretty. Okay. Just gonna squeeze it down a smidge more. Okay. By golly, I think we've done it. That wasn't quite as scary as I thought it was going to be. I have been, like I said, putting this off for a while, but here we are. We have our Anthurium Forgetii. The oldest leaves are definitely going to leave us soon, but that is okay. I'm not going to stress when we lose those oldest leaves because honestly, I'm surprised they're still here after a week after import. So I think I'm going to go ahead and move this guy. He has been sitting in my eastern facing window upstairs in the bedroom, getting some really nice morning light. But I think now that he's potted, I'm going to move him into my cabinet. So hopefully he does all right in there. I'm going to just be keeping a watchful eye to make sure that the lights in there aren't too harsh for it. I don't want any burning. I might end up moving it out of there and back upstairs, but we'll see. And then for this guy, I think I want to keep him in the bedroom. Well, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look and see if I have enough space in my cabinet for him, because I don't know if I do right now. If not, I think I'm gonna keep him in my bedroom because honestly, I love waking up and looking at these leaves. They're just so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Crazy, crazy pretty. Okay, well, I guess we're just going to keep this video as short and sweet as I possibly can. Thank you guys so much for joining me on my import journey here. So far, like I said, we're about a week out after getting this import in, maybe a smidge longer. I'll put exactly how long it's been since I received these plants. But yeah, coming all the way from Ecuador to Florida and then from Florida to me, they have done beautifully so far. Like I said, I highly recommend Ecuagenera. They do a beautiful job and their customer service is amazing. Like, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I am a major stickler for customer service. I've worked in customer service for, most of my adult life, and it makes a world of a difference. So I really love them for that, and obviously for their incredible plants and at their incredible prices. Like, holy crap, $35 and $25 and $15 for shipping. Like, okay, sure, any day. I mean, not any day, but the day I did this, absolutely. All right, guys, I will leave it there. Thank you again so much for joining me. If you like this kind of video, please leave it a thumbs up. If you like this kind of channel, or if you like my channel, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time. But thank you.